Last time our group set out on
Last
their
time on
quest for
D&D.
Partha, Templeon got turned into a chicken nugget, and on our quest we walked for about an hour, and we were taking a rest in some grass in a grassy field. And then we saw a cat. Turns out it's actually a Kate, and only Ares can understand the Kate language, but thanks to her level up, Ira can read the Kate's mind. So,
Oh,
thanks
and
to that, um, the group figured out that this Kate is some sort of warrior from a village full of these things. And something
Alrighty.
has stolen their kittens, which they call the lost ones because they, well, got stolen. And the elder has tasked them with going out and trying to find where they might be. But the elder and the Kates in general do not trust the other races. So it took Ares talking in their language and Garth using disguise self to pretend to be one to get the Kate to trust our group at least somewhat, and now he is leading us to the Kate village. And also, just so that you have more context here, Gavin, no, Garth does not know how to speak their language, so he is trying his best not to say anything for as long as possible.
but
Um,
Garth is gonna have to sneak away sometime to turn him back to Templeon.
well,
Because he
Yeah.
can't
no,
just do it
you
right
Did
can.
we
in front
leave
of him.
Templeon in the forest?
No,
No.
Alpha was carrying him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So that's is
Nobody can leave
where
him alone.
we left off. Also, uh, more context for Gavin. The reason Ares knows how to speak their language is because a memory flashed in his head where him and his father um, went to the Kate village at some point while they were still together as wandering blacksmiths.
I did wonder something though, and I meant to ask you when we was on the call. Oh, does Garth have like a spell that he could do to like connect his brain to Ira so that way Ira can tell me how to speak their language to seem more fitting?
Well, Ira doesn't know how to do it. Ares knows how to do
Or
it.
not Ira, but Ares.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
I need to
I
get
think
back in my
you
spell
I think
book
you
and
might get a spell that can do that later. I know there
thing
is
is,
a spell that's just like comprehend languages where you can learn just all the languages.
Yeah, and even if you don't get that, you almost definitely get some kind of like mind reading spell.
Yeah,
yeah,
which
I'm about ready to look at the spell again. But I was just wondering because like, won't they get suspicious if Garth just doesn't talk?
first of all, that's kind of the joke because uh
He's
be,
mute.
well, no, the joke was that he rolled so high on his disguise self roll that even though he didn't talk, the Kate thought that he was legit and thought the reason he didn't talk is because the elder said, "Do not talk to the other races." So he thought, "Oh, so you're not speaking at all around them." Yes, you're following her instructions clearly.
Oh, okay, I got you now.
The elder's a her?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought I said that last time, but I can't remember. Yes, the elder is a she.
You're only realizing that now. Mm.
I have a
So,
banish spell.
uh we continue exactly where we left off, where our group is following the Kate along. Now Templeon is still the chicken nugget. So, does anyone, or well, by anyone I should say Garth, does Garth want to try to turn him back now?
Uh, yes, but I think he wants to like sneak from the group and do it because if they see Garth doing a spell, then they're
Yeah,
gonna
that's
know.
true. That's true. Okay, can you roll for that? The first roll with our new bot, or first legit roll.
Okay, let's see. Huh. Okay, hold on. I have it saved. I've just got to go back to the app because I was looking at his spells. All right.
So, Corey, can I still use my app?
I would prefer not just, and it's not that I don't trust you, it's just that so it's fair for everybody so that we know exactly what you rolled. But if you really want to use your app instead, I'm okay with it. It's not.
I mean, it primarily gives me 15 to 15 minutes.
Here we go. Die roll.
What
Wait,
the?
this ain't the right die roll. Which die roll we in?
We're on the top one.
Oh,
Is it the top one? Hang on.
Because I see D&D, then I see Dragon, I see Starter, Mega Man, and all that, but the Enter, and then die roll, but I don't know if that's the top one.
Wait, so you
Yeah.
can just use the.
I believe it's the one that's
Okay.
highlighted.
Sorry,
There's a
yeah, I'm gonna
12.
delete. I'm gonna delete my message.
It was a 12.
No, yours was a 7. I did it at the same time because
Okay,
I was
there
just
we
trying
go.
to see how it worked.
Yeah,
Okay,
'cause
so I'm
Yeah.
up on the two screens now.
Can
so
I use
whenever you guys
inspiration?
roll, I can see it.
Because
You want to use it already?
I mean, I don't want to get caught. Like, I want him to turn back to human, but I don't want to get caught.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a break for a little bit and I'll come back in.
We just started.
Okay, well I'm gonna take like 10 minutes and then come back in.
Also,
I don't know.
I should mention your disguise self spell only lasts an hour.
Okay.
So
Well, I should probably roll to redisguise myself.
no, that's not how it works. You're disguised right now. You have like 50 minutes.
Oh. Okay, I don't know. It's tempting. Do you think I should use my inspiration?
It's up to you, man.
I'll just see how it plays out. I'll turn him back.
Okay. So Garth tries to blink backwards so that the Kate doesn't notice and get up to Templeon and try to turn him back. Since that's probably a good idea considering we're going into a place where we have no idea where we're gonna be, who's gonna be there, especially since these things don't seem like they trust anybody. And Templeon is good at getting things to trust him. So he slinks over.
Hempleon also has a comprehend languages spell.
Ah. Yes, that is true. So as he slinks over, he begins using the spell. He's thinking if he uses the chicken nugget spell again, it might change him back. He's never tried it before, but it's worth a shot. He's just hoping that it doesn't turn the giant chicken nugget into a bunch of smaller ones.
Or a bigger one.
So he uses it, and as he does, because Alpha was holding it this whole time, so then there's this gigantic thud, and everyone turns backwards, including the Kate. And they see Templeon sprawled out in the grass, with Garf still disguised, looking completely freaked out, like, oh shit, we're probably gonna die. So,
you can explain.
how are we gonna get out of this one?
I like the
I
idea
really
that
want to read the Kate's mind.
Okay.
I'm not with them.
I like the idea that Templion is currently just genuinely unconscious somehow.
Nah, I just find it funny
Just-
because Garf is like freaked out, but he's still
Yeah.
disguised. So I feel like the Kate is
I
just
just
looking
see,
at him like,
I
"Was
just see
this you or?"
Ruby turn to Ares because he doesn't know what he said because he said the K language. What'd you say? What'd you tell him?
See, Garf. I feel like Garf is okay because they just kind of looked at Garf like, "Was that you?" And Garf just shakes his head, "Not me." Freaked me out though.
Okay, so Ireland tries to read the Kate's mind, and as she does, she can hear his thoughts. They used forms of dark magic. The strangers cannot be trusted.
Aries, tell him that he thinks we use dark magic.
Well, Aries already said, "Hey, they're not with me." So does Aries want to try to defend the group, or does he want to keep saying that? Like, oh no, they're not with me. They just followed me.
Uh, it's complicated. I'm with them, but only because I was dragged along. The weird fairy-looking thing, with a bunch of swords and yeah, was like, yeah,
And Iris still
you're gonna be
scanning
with
his
us.
memory, or like listening into his mind as Aries is saying, or yeah, Aries is saying the.
The worst thing is he's not even technically wrong.
But
She dragged you. They cannot be
technically,
trusted, and he starts reaching for his sword.
don't worry, I got this.
I have
Um,
twice as
Don't
many
worry,
stats.
I got this. After he made everything exponentially worse.
Chicken
Aries,
Nugget,
I'm
shut
going
the
to
fuck
stab
up.
you.
I don't want to hear it. um,
He's
you know
reaching
the
for his sword. Why is he reaching for his sword?
you know the
Garf,
guys
Garf
you
just
know the
kind of,
guys
Garf
you know
just kind of want to like looks at him because I feel like, does he know that Garf's in disguise or?
No, he has not figured that out yet.
Okay, so Garf is okay then for right now.
Wow. Look
the
up
the
your own
giant
interest
the
in
giant
others.
piece of meat is a stone thing made of dark magic. And I don't know how he's back, but
So it is dark magic.
yeah,
Wait,
I can't use it
do
though.
you? Can I have you roll a charisma check?
I charisma's high, isn't it?
I can't remember.
I'm pretty
Yes, it
sure
is.
it's like the
It's
highest
my
stat.
yeah, it's my highest stat.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. See.
Oh,
Oh yeah. No, you're fine.
I
Okay.
hope so.
So, so what Ares has just thought up to try to tell this guy, and if you want to something different, then that's fine as well. But an easy way to try to get out of this situation is he can say that the golem is made out of dark magic, and these people helped seal it away in the chicken nugget. And that's why they were carrying the chicken nugget around.
Yeah.
So is that what he says?
Yeah.
Okay. And the Kate
Okay.
is nodding. Oh, I see.
We
So then it escaped. Is it hostile?
no,
Mm.
it's it was also kind of dragged along us.
I see. And
It's friendly.
he glares up at Ira. I will be watching you, Dragger. And then he turns back toward like where the
I
village
love this
is
cat.
and continues walking.
Like
I
the
love
idea
this
that
cat.
he doesn't know that Ira knows what he's like thinking,
No, he does not.
and so like he doesn't. She knows that he said that.
Correct. Yeah. No,
So like
no,
that's,
he does not know that she is currently reading his mind.
yeah.
Or it's just, what the hell just happened?
Ira just wants to go back and explain everything to him.
Okay.
So basically, Ares and Garf were looking out for their own interests, and then Ares got us out of trouble, and now big scary Kate thingy is going to be watching me because I dragged you guys along.
Hmm.
And also, Garf is kind of an idiot for transforming Templeon back into, well, Templeon.
I
Yeah,
didn't
is,
want to,
Yeah,
but
like-
it kind of had to be part of the game.
is he still alive?
I don't know. I don't even know how to wake up a rock.
I just
I
see
like to-
Rude like walks over to Templeon's head and just kind of like nudges it with his foot.
I like to imagine that all of the faces on like the headstone are replaced with the eyes have those like spiral things on them.
Yes.
Is it asleep?
I don't.
I like how she says it.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, Jacob was saying it in the beginning of the session.
Templeon, are you okay?
Can Ira just take her dagger and just nudge him with it?
Yes. I just see like Rune nudges it with his foot to one side, and then Ira nudges it with her knife to the other side.
Can I roll to see if Templeon wakes up?
Yeah, I mean you can wake. You don't even have to roll for that.
Why I want to.
Okay.
Okay, he wakes up.
Yep.
Holy
They see the spirals go away.
Good morning, sunshine.
Hey, there he is! Oh,
Oh,
wait,
you're
I just
alive.
found my cover. Damn it!
Is that what sleep is?
Nope, that's what
Uh,
being
that
turned
was
into a chicken
awful.
nugget is.
Yeah, you got turned into a giant hunk of meat, so I mean that's kind of like what sleep is.
Garf just wants to, like, sign I'm sorry. Like, he wants to put his fist up to his chest and go in a circle because he knows sign language for some reason.
Okay, I will allow that.
Well, Templeon doesn't.
Just Ira or
Why are you doing that with your hands? Who is this cat thing?
Yeah, where am I?
just
Okay,
follow us.
yeah. So here, I'll explain on the way, buddy. Just can you get up?
And stop
Probably.
being rocks.
He's back.
He's missing his kneecap because that was.
I'm more than rocks.
Wolf walks up. I'm glad that you are okay.
See, told you, Wolf.
Thank you, Wolf.
I just see Wolf like he snaps at Garf, but like he doesn't try to bite him, but he still snaps as if he
Yeah.
was going to.
Templeon pets Wolf.
Although I do have a quick question for you, though, Gavin. How often am I going to have to turn Templeon into a chicken nugget? Is that going to be a regular thing?
You didn't have to in the first place.
No, but it was just funny.
Well, he's no longer a chicken nugget now.
No, he is missing like a slab of his foot though.
Sorry, Templeon.
Where'd the
That was my
rest of
fault.
my foot go?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's back there in the forest.
Sorry.
there's a bit of a mishap while trying to carry you.
Well, no.
Garf.
Garth decided that he would try to, wait, try to use you as weights, and then I tripped him.
I'm gonna. Where is it?
Well, don't worry, we might find it on the internet.
Yeah, it's back.
That sucks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're made of rocks, right? We'll get you a new one.
Well, super glue it.
I just want Templeon to do a sad sigh. Okay.
And then as they continue following Ares in the Kate, Rune does go over the situation. Okay, so we were on our way to Partha. We stopped to rest for a bit. We saw this cat. Apparently, they're called Kates. I've never seen them before, but apparently Ares knows what they are. And we're trying to find their babies because they got stolen.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Wow. Uh. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we're doing. Do you know what a Kate is?
I have absolutely no clue. But I'm sure they're cool.
Well, that helps. I was hoping that maybe they might have some dark magic thing that might be able to help us.
I don't know, maybe I could talk to it. Or them. Or, whatever it is.
He's up there, though he thinks you're some dark magic thing, so probably not a good idea. I mean, you are a dark magic thing, but he thinks you're bad.
He doesn't trust you and I. Oh well.
Why?
Because you're made out of dark magic and because I dragged you guys along.
Well, that second one makes sense.
And the first one doesn't?
No.
You're literally made.
You're literally a
You're
living pile of
mean.
rock.
And
You're
you're
both
hurtful.
mean.
You're heavy.
Well, considering Garf's not the one talking, I was, because Garf can't talk. If Garf talks, his cover's blown.
Yeah, you've got another 45 minutes yet before your transformation goes.
You're mean.
And you're heavy.
I know.
Should Garf
I
go ahead
know.
and should Garf?
I just see Templeon doing a child stomping.
Yeah.
Like the dejected child stomp going down through the and the Kate just looks backwards. They must be having a hard time controlling that golem.
Aries,
Garf-
tell Kate that it's harmless.
Absolutely not.
Hey, should Garf change himself back now, or should he
Man.
wait till the end of the spell?
Everybody's just mean to Templeon.
I mean, you should probably wait until the end because if the Kate looks,
I already told it that Templeon wasn't hostile.
Oh, okay. That's right.
Because what?
you probably shouldn't because then if the Kate looks back, he's gonna wonder where his brother went.
Oh. Won't he wonder that anyway at the end of the spell?
Better
Well,
later
yes.
than sooner.
Yeah, exactly. Because once we get into the village, there's going to be a bunch of them. So then he can just be like, "Oh, he left."
Oh, okay.
So they
If we can get there in
continue.
that 40-minute span.
They continue down through the field until they make it to what appeared to be an opening to a forest. As the Kate walks them or leads them inside, they can see that the trees are incredibly thick and very close together. And as Ira walks in, she can feel just a heavy magical presence throughout this area. And as the group, well, actually, no, would anyone like to roll perception?
Where
Uh,
now?
I, I don't know how to communicate to you guys, but I will. I guess I could point at whatever I'm looking at.
Well, you don't have to communicate anything. This is just to see if the character actually notices it.
That's so stupid.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, let's see.
I guess
Yeah.
I know where I'm going.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, Aries. I mean, that kind of makes sense.
Okay, there we go. Boop.
As they continue going down. Oh, yeah. Let me check. Okay. Rune notices that the rows of trees seem to be making a path. It's not just trees that are clumped together just because forest. It seems like they are grouped together in a way that makes a path for them to follow. And Ares, while walking through the area, is actually regaining more and more memory. He remembers now a full scene that he was in that exact field before. What happened was when he was very little, him and his father were going out as traveling blacksmiths. And on their way to a different town, they saw a Kate in that field who was badly injured. So they took the Kate into the forest to get him away from whatever might have attacked him out there, and they got him healed. Because of that, he led the two into the Kate village. So he knew exactly where he was going, and in fact, he started walking in front of the Kate as if to show that, yeah, he knows exactly where he's going. And the Kate even seemed a bit surprised. You are not lying. So you have been to our village before. Uh, Is, is he going to say something?
I mean, several forgot a lot of it, but I mean, you can't forget something that's been a big part of your life, I guess.
I see. Then I have full faith in your team that you can help us.
Even the ones you distrust?
He looks over his shoulder. Now, they do not understand common speak.
Diggity diggity
So
dig. Hot diggity dangle.
so he doesn't know what she said, only that she said something and the tone that she said it in. So he doesn't know exactly what she responded with, but he knows that he probably shouldn't like it.
You don't want to know.
I see. I'm
Like how
sure
I'm the
that
translator.
I'm
Hey
sure
guys,
that she is trustworthy, but I still do not like her.
Corey,
Fair.
I'll be back. I'm gonna take my dog to take a dump.
Okay.
If she has to go out.
Fair. I wouldn't trust her either.
You too, Aries.
Eric's got reasons.
I think everybody does at this point.
I, I love how Rune is just he's just there during all this. Like He's got like no one's mad at him. No, like the Kate doesn't suspect him or anything, but he also can't communicate any of this.
Rune, you're now my new favorite person in this group.
Uh, thanks.
Nah.
Yeah, that's fair. And they continue following Ares until they get to a very odd area, and as soon as Templeon got close, he could feel sort of like a shiver going down his body, which is odd since that's another feeling that he has never known before. There appeared to be sort of like a doorway. Just sort of a door made out of magic in between two trees in this forest. And there wasn't anything behind it, seemingly. It was just a door.
I don't like this place.
Fair point, Keith.
Yeah, that's weird.
It reminds me from where I'm from.
I was about to say I would like Ira to roll for a wisdom to see if she can remember. Now, if you want to use the app to roll for yourself, that's fine. Or I could roll for you. Which would you
Okay, it's
prefer?
whatever one you want. It's just it's harder for me to roll in the thing than it is
Right.
on my app.
Right. Yeah, that's fine. So I mean, I can just roll for you if you're okay with
Okay.
that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. What was her? Yeah, I think her wisdom was high because she's been here a long time. Yeah, her wisdom's decent.
Yeah, it's like a 14 or
As
15.
as she thinks back, she's thinking back to when she was going through all of her initial training and given all of the lectures on exactly how she has to do things and how all the familiar spells and everything work. And she remembered that these doors are what are known as magic zones. Essentially, creating a magic zone will take an area and place it into sort of like a pocket. So you can take, like, a village, for example, and put it inside of a magic zone, which seals it away so that nothing else from that plane can access it. It's stuck in that zone, essentially in a plane between planes. And the only way to access it is through that door.
We're going into a magic zone.
Ooh, fun!
Boy, more magic.
Yep. Maybe you'll earn some here. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
God.
Unlikely, but it's okay.
Really don't like the sound of that.
I think Rune just needs a therapist.
I love magic
Rune
zones.
and T, I think they just both need a therapist after all the, criticizing they've gone through.
Would Ares like to try to open the door?
That'd be cool.
As Ares walks over, they notice that there is no latch. There is never any handle or latch on a magic zone door. Instead, you have to make a certain sign on the door in order for it to open. This is to ensure that only those permitted to get into the zone can actually do so. And thanks to Aries Nat 20, he remembers the sign clearly. He puts his hand up onto the door and he starts drawing out that hand gesture that he made earlier when showing the Kate that he meant no harm. And as he finished drawing that on the door, it opened. And they do see that instead of like the doors actually opening, they just sort of dissolve, showing an opening into a village. And what is very interesting about magic zones, due to them being in planes in between planes, they do not have a sky or the typical sky. They do not have a sun. They are essentially just floating in the ether of nothingness.
No.
Rune
Jeez.
is just staring at this. How does he know this stuff?
I'm
His
magical.
dad and stuff.
His
Mm.
dad. God.
No, his dad. Dear old dad.
They visited here before.
Oh.
Oh, so it probably isn't that bad.
Well, let's hope. Who would like to go inside first? I would assume Aries, because he opened it.
Yeah.
Ira
Well,
wants to follow Aries.
Okay. So Aries and the
wait, is
Kate
Garth still
go
with the
inside.
group right now?
Yeah, Garth's still with the group.
Okay. I don't know what I've missed, so I don't know.
We walked through some weird woods that made a path, and then there is this door that leads to a magic zone, essentially a pocket dimension that a powerful magic user can create,
Oh boy.
and we're going in it.
Can Garth create one?
No,
Damn.
not yet.
I don't like where this is headed. I heard yet.
So, Aries and the Kate go inside first, with Ira gleefully following right behind. Now, Rune is a bit hesitant, mainly because it's just strange feeling, considering that he barely has any inner magic at all. Now, and Templeon is obviously not wanting to go in there because it doesn't feel good just standing by this door. You can only imagine how it's going to feel actually being in it.
I think Hempleon wants to, like, walk up to it and kinda, like, put his hand up to it.
He walks over and he does reach out his hand, and as his fingers touch it, it doesn't hurt necessarily, but it makes his fingers feel numb as he puts them through.
Huh.
Ugh. I don't want to go in there.
And
Hell, I
Wolf
do.
is looking up worried. This place may be too dangerous for your body.
Rune, maybe you can go in there with Wolf and I can just stay out here.
Well, if you're okay with that. Now, Wolf actually has an idea. Wait. We are in the forest. My powers are at their strongest here. And
Okay.
goes up to Rune, and he licks, like he hops up and he licks his face up onto, like, near his forehead. Ah, he got my eyes. And then he walks over to Templeon, and he jumps up and he licks his face as well. And then as he hops down, his eyes begin to glow. And as they do, Templeon, he's seeing things, but it's not him. And as Rune turns his head, Templeon's vision also goes into that direction.
Oh. That is...
Now your senses are connected to his, and you will be able to see and hear everything that is going on.
Okay.
Oh, this is weird. I can feel Templeon. Oh, okay. Let's get this over with.
Let's just hope Rune don't have to use the bathroom.
And Rune walks in with Wolf and Garf as well. Now, inside the magic zone, as I stated before, there is no sky, there is no sun. It's just a white ether.
It's just
However,
like home.
there is a village with the ground as well, just sort of floating here in the ether, with houses made of straw and just dirt, pretty much. There's that and a whole bunch of Kates who are walking about. Now, as Ares is walking around, something didn't quite make sense to him. In the initial memory flash he had, he remembered the village being out in the sun, in an area where it wasn't a magic zone, it was just in the mortal plane. But he also remembers the magic zone being there.
This doesn't seem the same.
How long ago has it been since you've been here?
Since I was a child.
That is most likely the reason. You see, we tried to seclude ourselves from all of the other races. We tried as hard as we could to stay out of their petty wars and conflicts. However, one day, a band of many races came toward our village. Not simply humans, elves, dragonborn. All races came, and they took everything from us. They took our crops, they took our children, everything. We tried to fight them back, but we were not strong enough. Because of that, the previous elder had to create a magic zone to seal us all away.
Weird. I mean, it makes sense though. Fortunately.
Now, as Ares is thinking about that, a flash does go through his head. It's very brief, but there is a flash that quickly goes through, and it's a sword. It's the sword he recognizes, but he can't remember anything about it. The thought of all of the races coming together for destroying the Kates, some sort of war. It brings back a memory of that sword. But he doesn't know why. And he can't remember anything else.
I may remember that. Don't
It
know
seems that your mind is troubled.
why.
As you are a friend of ours, I'm sure that our elder might be able to heal you. Come, I'll take you to her. He begins to walk, but he does stop. Oh, I did forget to introduce myself. My apologies. My name is Yusha.
Hello. I'm Aries.
You're very quiet.
It's a pro.
There we go. It is very nice to meet you. And he begins leading. Now, Rune and Templeon especially are just amazed at what they're seeing. Just looking around this strange area. And Rune even like walks to the edge of like the village and just stares down into the abyss. He and he's talking to Ira, but he doesn't actually look back to ask her this. He's still just staring down. So, if you fall off of here, do
Maggie,
do you float?
too hot, Maggie. Stop. Sorry, big ass dog on me. What?
It's best not to ask.
Right. And what does Templeon think about all this?
I imagine he'd kind of be disturbed by it, but he doesn't really know why. It just all seems very not good to him.
As they continue walking, a bunch of Kates seem to be talking amongst themselves and whispering as they're watching them go by.
They're very distrustful of us.
Yeah, that's an understatement. At least they seem to like Garth.
Yep, I guarantee they.
You've got 30 minutes remaining, by the way.
Yeah, I know, and it's starting to scare me. Are we going off of real time for the minutes?
No.
So what's the conversion?
Gamer minutes.
How many minutes is that?
An amount.
Yeah. How many seconds was that? 12.
12 seconds. All
What about
it is
now?
just a number.
He said you won't last 10 seconds, so for the county line.
Oh yeah, well we'll see about that.
Get out of the car, fellas.
How many seconds was that? 12.
It was only 12 seconds.
In your face.
In your face, fool. It was only 12 seconds.
I love that movie.
So
Anyway,
it's like the best movie.
SpongeBob. It's the SpongeBob
is it?
movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's great.
They have like 4 SpongeBob movies out.
Well, the good one. There, how about that?
No, I was telling him that, like, and that's like the
Oh,
classic. That's the first one.
yeah, and that's the good one. As they're walking now, because of Ira's mind reading is only set to Yusho, she cannot hear like the minds of all of the other Kates. So the only one who can currently understand what they're saying is Ares. And essentially it's a bunch of who are they? Why are they here? What has Yusho brought? And what's interesting is they don't seem to be trusting Yusho either. They seem to be questioning why he brought these strangers.
What is Yusho currently thinking?
Currently, he's the only thing on his mind at the moment is that I must take them to the Elder in order to heal Ares and so that we can have them help us. That is all he is currently thinking. He does not even seem to be like listening to all the other Kates.
Guys, I think we should proceed very cautiously.
Yeah, good idea. And Rune looks over at the edge of the world again.
I can, like, you know, push you off and see if you fall.
Yeah, no, I'm cool. I don't need to test that. It's fine. And I don't know if you want to do this, but I can see Ira like just doing like a little push to just to scare him.
Yes.
She just like I just see this smirk come up on her face, and she takes both hands and pushes him. Don't do that.
Don't be such a scaredy cat.
I see Templion is freaking out because
Yeah.
he saw from Rune's eyes that he was gonna fall.
She's mean.
Well,
for you. So hard to keep
Wolf looks up at Rune.
Knowing that
Do
Garth
not
is in
worry.
disguise.
I will
is
not allow
hard.
you to fall. And obviously Rune can't. Well, no. Rune can understand because he's connected to Templion.
Yes.
Wait, that's what you sound like? Did you think I sounded any different? Well, I mean a little bit. You know what? Never mind. Let's go.
You talking about Wolf?
Yeah. So yeah. So Wolf in the woods. His power is better. So he licked my eyes, and then he licked Templion. So now we're like connected through our senses. I guess. Wait. Does he have my sense of smell? Can he smell now?
Wait, I knew it. I knew that
see,
wolf like licking balls.
I just see Templion like, oh, is that what that is?
Man, that's
Not
awful.
coming no farther. You're
That
already falling off.
sucks.
I knew Wolf be like smelling balls and licking things.
I'm just imagining just the Kate village just smells awful
Just cat piss.
everywhere.
Man, I'm glad I can't smell.
You might just be
I'm
smelling
gonna be
Garf.
glad when this is over.
No,
Yeah.
you might just be smelling Garf, considering Garf has been like dead for centuries.
Oh, that's true. That
This is
also
another Alexander situation.
yes. uh,
Man, Garth probably does smell bad though. Let's be honest.
so as they get down to, and it's just kind of like a straight line. They get down to the very end. They see a very large building, and it was actually made out of wood, along with the straw. And there were two fairly muscular Kates standing at the front gate. There, one appeared to be male and the other a female, standing guard with two, they each had a spear in their hand. And as Yusho approached, they put their spears together to block the way.
Man, I cannot wait to play again. I wish there was something I could do while in disguise. I feel left out.
I mean, you just gotta do something.
What to do though, because I don't want to blow my cover if I do a spell or something.
That's on you, man.
I think
You just gotta be careful.
You just gotta hope. Hang on, what's her new
Right.
dice? But you just gotta hope that Avery. It's probably not how you say it, but that's how I'm gonna say it. You just gotta
okay.
hope that Avery is nice to you.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's I think I'm gonna have Alpha come in and do something. I just don't know what yet.
Okay, here. Well, you can think about it
Okay.
after the scene plays out.
Okay.
So they block Yusho, and the male Kate does not look happy at all. Neither of them do, but the male one looks extremely mad. Yusho, what have you brought? I have brought strangers, yes, but they can help us. Ares knows our language. He has been here before. Impossible! No stranger has been here in decades.
Ooh.
Oh, what is Ares going to do? Uh-oh. Now we just can't hear you.
They died again.
Uh-oh. Phoenix? Phoenix? Well,
Well,
Now,
there we
Aries just wants to talk to the guards.
Okay. Alright, then I will have you voice.
Did you see my role?
Yes.
When I was younger, I was here with my father. We were traveling blacksmiths. I don't remember what we were doing here. My memory's all messed up, but I remember the language and the sign thing for the magic zone.
And they look to each other. But that cannot be. The blacksmith Zeus is the only one who has ever entered our village.
Father was a blacksmith.
The story is never told of a child. They seem to be thinking. Would Ira like to read their minds, or would Templeon like to try to communicate with them as well?
To read
I
their
think.
minds.
Oh.
Oh, no, Gavin, you can.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try comprehend. Wait, I don't know if I can do that on multiple different things though. Because been I've been like talking to
Wolf.
Wolf.
yeah. Wait, hold on.
I rolled a 16.
This is
I
kind of
don't know
off
if that's high.
topic.
I don't know if that's high enough to do anything, but if it is, I want Garth to do something.
Why don't you gotta tell me what you're rolling for first? I don't.
Devin, are you using a different mic? Because you sound good tonight.
No, it's probably just an internet thing.
Oh, okay. Or
No,
maybe
I
it's
think
because I'm using my laptop.
it
Ah,
doesn't specify that I can only. Oh wait, hold on.
no, Garth just got bored, so Garth just wanted to conjure up a gust of wind to make people confused.
So that spell, the comprehend languages, only lasts for an hour.
Oh.
Um, I guess maybe. Oh, well, hold on. I don't. I feel like I didn't use that one.
Wait, oh, I think the spell you used for wolf was not comprehend languages. I think it
Yeah,
was understand animals or whatever the actual
I
name for that is
Yeah,
called.
it
yeah
was.
speak with animals.
Yes, that's
Um,
the one you use for wolf. So you have not used comprehend language yet.
yeah. All of the fucking understand animals or speak with animals only last 10 minutes.
Oh,
Um,
well,
maybe they've just magically bonded or
yeah.
something
Well, I
at
mean,
this
I
point.
I mean they have,
Yeah.
and plus
Well, they
Templeon is made out of magic, so I think that
okay.
can justify it in universe.
Okay, so I want to
Yeah,
use
it might.
comprehend languages, and I'm gonna roll for that.
Yeah. Yes, please.
I rolled a 16 just to blow wind across everybody, just to
Roll a
look like.
16.
That's not a good idea.
Okay, I won't do it then.
I don't.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't think it's a good idea.
Templeon can't understand shit.
Would you? Well, considering Templeon at the moment cannot do anything,
Yeah.
uh, other than this, would you like to use your inspiration?
No,
Okay.
no. I it, I think it kind of makes sense that Templeon's just basically sitting there, like legs crossed in terror.
Okay. That's fine. I mean, I was hoping that, because him and Rune are connected, then Rune would also be able to understand them. But
Oh, I see what you're saying.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
But it is up to you. We have other things. Jacob has that 16 to use for something. Wait a minute.
I'm not
I
going. Yeah, I'm
I
not
know what
going to.
Jacob can use that for.
I'm not.
What?
I'm not going to only because every time I've done this, the roll is always not much better.
True. That's
Good
true.
lord, man.
Okay.
What
What?
can Garth do?
So Garth, you still cannot speak, but you have charisma and you can do charades and I guess also sign language. So try to use your charisma in order to use sign language to convince the guards that we're cool.
I can do that. I mean, it was a 16. So
Okay. I want you to just describe exactly what he's doing just because I think it would be funnier to try to justify how that is actually working.
he Garth points at the group, and then he points at the guard's drink, which has an ice cube. He points at the ice cube, and he goes, "Them, cool, ice, cool, them, cool." And then he wants to like give him the okay sign.
I thought it would be funnier if he just did a thumbs up.
Oh, Yeah,
Got
just
like a
points at them
thumbs
with the
up and a
thumb.
smile.
I like that better. He points at them and then just thumbs up. Mm-mm.
They look at each other.
Put the thumbs up and be like, "Yo, bro,
They
how's
look
it going, dude?"
Well, I suppose if another brother says that they are fine, we will allow it. But if the elder says otherwise, then we will throw them out. Or put them to death, whichever she prefers.
And then again, Garth just wants to
Damn.
nod. Okay.
And Garth is like, "All right, let's do this shit."
And
I love how
they
Garth is so confident in like risking all of his friends' lives to take them into the city.
Shit,
I just see
and Alpha's
Rune
just like hanging
completely
behind him.
dumbfounded. How did that work?
I don't know.
How did
Honestly, it's no idea.
Garth just wants to look at you. Garth just wants to look at Rune like, don't ask questions.
Yeah, I really shouldn't. I really
Yeah.
shouldn't.
Really shouldn't.
And
I did just realize a really cool thing, just in case combat starts that Templion could do.
ooh, like wow, he's separated.
Yeah, because he's linked to Rune essentially.
Yeah,
So he's linked
Yeah.
to Rune. Okay.
Oh my goodness gracious.
he. Well, I'll wait until that happens. So
Yes.
they
Alrighty.
enter into the building, and they do see on it's sort of a makeshift throne. It looks like is a fairly old looking Kate. Her fur appears to be gray at the moment, though. They can see some patches of black, so it looks like just in her old age, her fur has changed. But Ira can feel her presence. Like, yeah, no, she has no issue making this magic zone. She can tell that this is a very powerful magic user. And Yusho, he walks and kneels. Elder, I have brought these strangers in order to assist us. I know they are outsiders, but Ares, he knows our language. I believe that he traveled here with blacksmith Zeus those many decades ago.
Aries, ask her if she can speak the common language.
What is it?
Ask the elder if she can speak the common language.
I just
Yes,
imagine
sir.
Ares is just like staring at a torch on the wall. Oh, I'm sorry, what was that?
You got to make sure the elder speaks the common language, okay?
Think
That's
I
all I'm
will.
gonna say for now.
I don't
Somebody
think I
say doorknob?
You need to make a payment
Switch
on
to
your
reading the
doorknobs.
elder's mind.
Oh yeah, that's right. We still have the door handle from
Yes,
several
the door
sessions
handle.
ago.
Yeah.
Yes, Kyra still has the door handle.
Doorknob?
You know, if I remember that, that would have been funny if Ares didn't roll high enough to get into the magic zone. If Ira just walked over, put the doorknob on the door, and was able to open it.
There you go.
That would have been great.
Use the doorknob with mending on a door.
Yes, on the magic door.
Yeah.
And she's just like, huh, you know, I didn't think that would work. So, does Ares ask if she can speak common.
Yeah.
She should.
Um, can you like speak dumb people language?
Uh,
Dumb people
Gibberish.
language, indeed.
He just starts
That
making noises.
I am.
Dumb people language. I like that.
It has been
Can you
quite
speak,
some time since the
um,
last mortals ever came to this place. So, you wish to assist us, is that correct?
yes. I
And do
do
you
have,
wish for anything in return?
um, yes, actually. My memory, after a few years, has started to decay. Is there a way you could possibly heal that? It might aid in our
She
prevent.
squints and she sort of leans out of her chair to kind of get a better look at Ares. Oh, I remember you. She slowly rises from her chair. Yes, I should be able to restore your memories, at least partially. But you must save our kits first.
Alright, I'll do the best I can.
We
Oh,
will do the best we can. And Rune steps up.
Yeah.
Ira just wants to be examining her, like just like studying like the um studying her and then studying like the room and like large and everything.
Okay, I will actually have you roll for that.
hey, I have a question. Should should they make the elder should they make
Ooh, a
them
7.
aware that they have another teammate they just not around, and then so that way if they come back and Garth is with them, they're not suspicious.
Mm, I mean, th- well, I
I
don't
don't know
think
if
any
that
of
can
us
be.
are going to bring that up. Any of our characters will bring it up. Um,
Yeah, because the only nice one of us is kind of stuck, outside the gate.
yeah, true. And she does turn her gaze over to Garth. You may drop your facade.
Man,
The,
she seems nice.
does Garth listen?
What was it? Sorry, I got distracted.
She said that you can get out of your disguise, is what she said. She knows.
How does she know?
Do you want to ask her?
I don't know because I feel like it's a trick.
It's up to
Well,
you.
Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh, Dad,
if
she's
she's
got this
looking
freaking
directly at you and she's a powerful magic user and she's saying that you can stop using your disguise, I feel like that means she knows.
Yeah, I guess I will risk it for the biscuit. I mean, we might have to fight, but
He
sure.
puts the disguise down, revealing himself. Her eyes widen. You. You are. You are the dragon of legend.
Silence.
Wait,
Look,
is that what
that
he
is.
said? Did he say silence?
No, I'm saying that he stays silent
Oh, he stays
Oh,
silent.
okay.
until he hears what else she has to say.
Wait, do you know him? I only know of his tales. But yes. The tales of Garth, the most powerful dragonborn to ever exist.
The one and only.
Yeah, well, it's not so powerful now.
Hey,
Neither,
give it
neither
time, man.
are-
Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's something I wanted to talk to you about, actually. So is there any way that you could possibly help me remember things as well? Because my memory is like, I don't know what happened, but it seemed like I'm just freshly new at this all magic thing.
You died. That's what happened.
I shall restore your memories along with Aerie. Now then, what do the rest of you wish for? Rune seems a bit uncomfortable about asking this question. Uh, well, uh, look, I have no magic. Pretty much none. I just, is there any way you could give me some or something? She looks at Rune, then she turns her gaze over to Ira. And what do you wish for?
Nothing.
Nothing.
There's nothing you can offer me.
She wants a friendship.
Very well. And she sits back down into her throne. As I am sure Yusho has informed you all, our kits have been stolen by a mysterious force. Not even we know exactly what has stolen them. They are no longer in our village. They were taken out into the mortal plane.
Hey guys, I will be back. Melody's trying to call.
Okay.
Feel free to take over for a minute,
All right.
because that's an important part.
Alrighty, will do.
Wait. But those that door, the whole sign, doesn't that mean yes. That does mean that only one who knows how to get in here could have stolen them. But you you've all been stuck in here for a long time, right? There are many who wish for our destruction. I'm sure that you could all tell we are not very trustworthy. And that is the exact reason.
Man, I wonder if the same piece of garbage that we're trying to murder is the same piece of garbage that stole their children.
Yeah, wait. Oh, I can hear your thoughts too? Wait,
I mean,
can you hear mine?
yes,
Oh, this is weird.
it is. But it's it will be fine, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
He looks at Wolf. This doesn't have any like side effects, does it?
No, it should be fine.
Well, I haven't tried it on anything other than smaller creatures. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, no, it's fine. We'll be fine. All right,
After he says that, he just falls flat on his face.
we just gotta find kidnapper.
Boom.
All right, shouldn't be hard. I mean, just have the entire world to look through.
Can you give us any information? Like, was there a pattern on how often they were stolen? Was there any residue left over? Was there any scuffles? We need to know any and every any information you can give us.
And Yusho actually perks up. There was one thing that was left behind after every child was stolen. Every time it would happen, they would leave something, and he kind of looks around trying to see if he could find it, and he starts digging around in his pockets until he does pull something out. He holds it out toward the group. It looked like ashes.
Ooh.
So wait, does Ira know what he's saying because she can read his mind?
Yes.
Okay. Ira wants to examine go up and examine the ashes. Can she do a perception check?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, and considering that you have
Oh my god! Templeon could potentially do something here too.
ooh, 13.
Oh wow, a 13.
Okay.
I mean, is
She
a
looks at the
13 good?
ashes. She looks at the ashes and she's trying to think back. Well, what would just naturally leave ashes? I mean, it couldn't be just someone waltzing in here unless, I don't know, they were dragging in some hot coals or something, but no, there was no way that it could be just an ordinary creature. No Kates or some other mortal being that just wandered on in here. Obviously, since it was ash, that made her start thinking about possible fire creatures that might have been able to take in it, but all of the fire creatures she can think of, such as the fire salamanders and things of that nature, are at the end of the day just animals. They wouldn't have the knowledge to actually enter this place and take anything. But then that made her go to a horrifying realization. The only other thing she could possibly think of, and the only other thing that could easily access a magic zone, a fire familiar, might be the culprit.
Oh,
I think Garf has a spell for that.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Man, it seems
and then
like
look
the
at
mood
the
of the room just drastically changed.
Yeah, I know. It went from good to like.
Why? Because
Oh,
Garf announced that he had a
Well,
spell.
I mean, there's fire because ashes, but other than that, I've got nothing.
I think I have something.
Well, what is it?
Ira wants to look at the. Do you have any idea before I jump to conclusion?
Is she's just asking like everybody?
Um, she's asking the elder.
Oh, the elder. Unfortunately, no. We've drawn blanks on all accounts. No one but our race have entered this plane in years. We have not detected anyone entering this place. All we know is that they were taken, and soon that would be the only thing left in our kit's place.
Can you sense me?
And she's not quite. She has a look that kind of says like she's a bit confused at the question, but she can tell that she is, or Ira can tell that she is using detect magic, and her eyes widen. You're. And does Ira allow her to continue saying what
No.
she is about to say?
Ira shakes her head. I think I know what it is.
And the elder seems to come to the same realization. I see. But why? Why would they do such a thing?
I don't know exactly why, but there's something. I think I'm missing a huge piece. I haven't been back home in 250 years. So something could have happened. I don't.
I just see Rune just this whole time, like just this whole arc. He just has the same confused look. He can't. I mean, he can understand what they're saying, but he doesn't know any of this information. What is it? What? Who are we after? What's going on?
Can she wants to look at the elder? Is there a room that we can stay in so I can talk to them? So we
Yes,
can prepare for our mission and get rest.
yes, we do have some spare rooms here if you would like to have them. They are for our guards, though. Since we are the only ones in this plane, we haven't had to have too many, so you should be free to sleep there.
Thank you.
But I
I
have a king size bed in mind.
oh Garf, shush.
Hey, I got 12-inch freaking arms, man. I got a wand in my hand. I gotta have room to
I
sleep.
just see Yusho finally looks back
Dude,
as Garf is
double king
saying this
size,
and
bro.
sees Garf. What? You you weren't a
I
brother?
Ira just wants to shake her head at him. Like, no.
That's what you get for
Boy, I had you.
lying.
He's
That's what you
got
get.
this he just looks sad. Like his mouth is open, but he's not like angry or anything. He just looks sad. And
Hey,
Ira
bud.
could like hear in his
Hey,
mind like I've been lied to.
hey, man.
See, Rune?
Why?
See, that's what
Like you
happens when
said,
you lie.
earlier, don't trust a stranger.
Listen, Templeon, there's a time and a place, and well, okay, not a bad example. You're right. This was not the time or the place for
I know.
it. Templeon, there is never a time and place for it.
Yeah.
Gay.
So if we get Ira wants to turn to Rune. Is Templeon okay?
As far as I can. Hey, Templeon, you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fine.
Hey,
I just keep for Iris. She's just like, oh,
He's just fine, you know.
because
He's
all
great.
Rue
He's good.
did was his eyes looked up toward the ceiling. He asked that, and then he answered with that response.
that's okay. We would like
Yeah,
to be in a room so we can strategize, and I want to tell them about my theory.
All right. Well, can actually use a good nap for this. And the elder sort of motioned to a curtain, and as Yusho walked over and opened it, it revealed a hallway leading through the rooms, and he begins walk.
Ruins to follow.
Rune follows as well.
Wait, I just had a weird thought. If we're all in this magic realm and you have Templeon back there communicating with Rune, where's Templeon got to sleep while we're here?
Well, Templeon's probably already rested. He's probably just gonna
So
sit
you just
outside,
so you just gonna
and
sit
play his
outside and
instrument.
listen to Rune snore the whole night?
No, he's gonna sit and he's gonna play his little instrument thing.
Aw,
Yeah.
and play a little tune. Aw, just
You know what? That I can think of like a really cool moment where
okay.
Rune can't
Oh,
sleep or something.
don't
Okay, yeah.
spoil. Yeah, don't spoil. Okay. So, as Yusho is leading them down this hallway, they can see that despite, the sort of outdated way that this village seems to operate, this is a very nicely made building here. There are just not a whole lot of rooms here, but there's about 6 rooms. They each have 2 beds in them. Nothing else but some 2 straw-made beds inside each room. But I mean, it is a bed, and the straw actually does look fairly comfy, despite it, just being straw. Now, Rune goes into one of the rooms and just kind of plops down on the bed, and well, it's not super comfortable, but he's slept on worse. He's slept on the ground before, and it's like a step above that. Does Garth want to bunk with Rune?
Yeah.
So Garth goes in the room as well, and just does he or what does he want to do? Like, because there's literally nothing else in this room but the 2 straw beds.
Probably just go to sleep.
Just instantly.
Well, considering I think this is like almost to the end of session, considering we're all getting rooms, I don't know what else I could do.
But I just think it would be funny if, like, as soon as he gets in the room, he sees the bed, and then he just slams his face down into it and is already asleep.
Fucking immediately snoring.
Yep.
Like SpongeBob does whenever he first lays down.
Now then, does Ira and Alpha wheels into their room and just, I mean, he doesn't have to actually sleep just like Alpha or just like Templeon, so he's just gonna kind of sit there.
All right.
Now, does Ira walk in their room for now just to tell them everything?
Yes. She wants to go over and kind of sit, like jump on Garf's bed to wake him up.
Get up!
Get up, moron. I gotta talk to you.
Me? What do you want with me?
Not
Did I
just
turn someone
you.
did I turn someone into a chick nugget again?
No.
I do that in my sleep sometimes.
When Wolf walks in,
Damn.
he kind of circles a bit before laying down, but he is listening. His ears are perked up. He is listening to what Ira has to say.
Ira wants to go sit down next to Wolf and start petting him.
He starts wagging his tail.
Okay. So, you know how if she could, Garf?
I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm tired. Okay. I'm awake.
You
Garth's
better
just
be.
running in circles around his bed.
You know how I
Better wake
asked
your
if she could
ass up.
sense me?
Yeah.
She could not sense me.
Wait.
So the she okay, they couldn't sense the other users. Well, the person who kept coming in to take the kittens. And when I was looking at the ashes, I was trying to think of animals or creatures that leave behind ashes. Well, the only
Wait,
thing I could come to is a fire familiar.
Wait. Familiars. Wait, but wait a minute, though. Oh no.
Rune, you've been asking what I am. I'm a familiar.
Oh, of course you are.
You know Sherry.
It's kind of hard not to.
He face palms.
Another familiar.
Of course she is.
that makes sense.
That would explain the attitudes from both of you.
Can I
I
go back
can
to
give
sleep now?
you attitude.
That's not right.
Can I go back to sleep
Harry.
now?
Garf.
Why does
Should
this
have
information
known.
contain me?
Should have known too. I've seen familiars. It's been a long time, but I know familiars.
So I am a familiar, and Sherry's a familiar, and I'm by just a guess. She couldn't sense them because this is a lot like our home plane and where we come from. And if the person's here, I'm guessing
Wait,
they've been here for
you
a while if they can access the plane easily.
wait, you're saying you're from this magical portal hellhole, but I had to disguise myself to get us here.
No, I'm not from this one, dummy. I'm from a different one.
Yeah.
A lot bigger and nicer.
Yeah. And Rune is seemingly getting more and more annoyed as this goes on.
Don't be jealous.
Jealous? Jealous?
There's a
Your
difference.
kind is the reason I got kicked out of my home.
How is my kind the reason?
Oh, gee, I don't know. Maybe because you are the ones who have been manipulating the elves for I don't know how long.
Okay, first of all, we work for the gods. We do the gods' bidding.
Y'all
Secondly,
work for the Satans.
you cannot blame that on every single familiar because not every familiar does the same work.
Right? You're right. Sorry I snapped like that.
It's fine.
Just I
At least
never
you think
thought
right now.
I would have to deal with familiars again since I did get kicked out.
Don't worry, Rune. She still has more power than you do.
Garth,
Garth,
that was absolutely not
You're
necessary.
yelling.
I
Dunce
will
is
cut you.
Can Ira go over
As long
and
as it
touch
puts me to
him?
sleep, I don't care what you do to me.
Oh, it'll put you to sleep, all right.
It'll knock you clear the fuck out.
But I have to warn you, with me coming back from the dead already, I'm pretty sure that I can't be killed again right now, unless it's something very, very powerful. Something
Dude,
more
your
powerful.
arrogance is going to get you killed.
Something
Again,
more powerful than Ira.
there's a lot of things a lot more powerful than me. I'm a young familiar.
And I'm more powerful than you.
Do you
So
want
watch
to
your
test it?
back or you'll end up
Okay,
passed
okay.
out.
We
Garth's
so we
mad 'cause
Unbelievable.
you
gotta
guys woke him
find
up.
gotta find a fire familiar. But why would a familiar be kidnapping kids? Like, I know the gods have their own weird shit, and I know that they have some very unorthodox ways of going about that shit. But
Well,
Believe me,
maybe he's sacrificing it for free candy.
a lot of people, I mean, a lot of familiars are from the plane, obviously. A lot of them, though, don't return at the time they're supposed to when they're on their mission. You're only supposed to be in the mortal realm for 100 years. I Sherry's been here longer. Other ones never go home, and some never leave the plane. It's a system that is very flawed, but if the gods catch you out of the plane longer than you're supposed to be, they can kill you. And they most of the time will, unless you're extremely valuable to them.
I rolled for Rune because I wanted to do a wisdom check because I just wanted to see if he could roll high enough to try to think of something. And yeah, he did. So Rune's trying to think for a moment. Trying to think what would a familiar actually want with that. And then he remembered something, an old story he heard back when he was still living with the other elves. Wait a minute. Being fed up with the gods, kidnapping kids. Now, do you know what demons are? Like,
Or
actually, what they are. Now,
never.
Ira isn't exactly sure what he means by this. Of course, she knows what demons are. That's what the gods have the familiars fight. Or what they're supposed to fight, anyway.
Never had to encounter one. Seeing
The My gran told me when I was really little, a very old story. It was a story. It was supposed to help keep kids in line, stuff like that. But it was about a familiar. How one day the familiar started getting greedier and greedier until eventually he wasn't a familiar anymore. He had transformed into something else. They said that he transformed into a demon. What if this familiar is trying to do the same thing? Now, Ira has not heard this story before.
the
So I will ask you whether you think she should trust it or not.
I mean, I've never heard the story, but the gods tend to be very secretive on what other familiars' missions and what they're supposed to do. I think it's worth pursuing, but not using it as concrete fact.
And Rune's just he's deep in thought now, and Templeon can obviously hear them. A demon. I don't even know what they look like. Does Templeon want to chime in?
No. I actually have a question though.
For me or
For
characters?
for you.
Okay.
Do you think it would be reasonable for me to do a wisdom check for Templeon here?
What exactly are you using it for?
Well, just to see if he has any vague ideas about demons.
Actually, yes. Okay, yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can do that.
No.
Well, we are at the end of we're practically just about there. So, if there's a time to use your inspiration, it is now.
So we're almost at the end of
Well,
the session.
uh,
How far are we from the session ending?
I'm gonna hold on to the inspiration just in
Okay.
Like,
case.
is it gonna be like super duper long, or would it be okay for me to leave early?
I mean,
I'm
if
really-
you gotta leave early, I mean that's fine. I
I
mean,
don't.
yeah,
I'm
we're
just
like
really
pretty
hungry.
much all I've got planned for the rest of it is we're gonna get through this conversation, and then there might be just like a scene of just like the characters at nighttime, just trying to go to sleep, and then that's it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and leave so I can eat food.
All right,
Have fun,
see
All
ya
right,
guys.
CJ.
Friday.
Okay, bye.
So I'm just gonna say Garth is just out. He's just asleep, just completely.
But Elf is
Ira
scared.
wants to roll her eyes, roll her eyes in the direction of Groove.
Well, guess gonna have to find the familiar, but how do we even do that? I mean, if they could enter this space
I don't
without being
know. And this,
detected.
I don't know. Maybe. Wait, can I do a wisdom check to see about it?
You cut out as when you were saying what the wisdom check was for.
Can Ira do a wisdom check to see if
I
she
have
can
an
think of
idea.
anything?
Yes.
Gavin, what's your idea?
Templeon has identify. And I know we already have a decent idea of what the ash is from, but also,
Wow. Okay, go ahead.
oh, but also, because, like, Templeon and Rune are linked, well, no, so, okay, I wouldn't be able to use it right now because I have to have a pearl and an owl feather. But it is a thing.
We could now the owl feather.
The owl
We
feather we could
have
do.
we'd have to go on an adventure for, but I mean we are in a place with a bunch of um sort of traditional group of people. They seem to keep what they can, especially considering they're practically just stuck in this space forever. So
Rune.
someone might have a pearl.
Rune.
Yeah.
I have an idea. I think there's something that I could do to learn more about the ashes, but I'll need an expensive pearl and an owl's feather. Some old guy taught me this trick.
Okay. And he looks at Ira now. Ira's completely stumped. She's trying to think of everything that she can do, that everyone, in the group that she knows of can do, and well, she just can't think of anything. And especially if this is a powerful familiar, if it is a familiar who has been here for over 100 years, then they, who knows how long they've been here? They could be as powerful as Sherry. They could have teleported just somewhere completely random. They might never be able to find out who's doing it. But Rune then chimes up. Ira, Templion has a plan.
It's
Well,
the plan.
more so an idea. So he has a spell, or he knows how to do a spell, where we might be able to figure out who exactly has been doing all of this. But he needs an expensive pearl and an owl feather.
Well, the owl feather, well, the pearls we could ask for because it's in part of the mission. The owl feather, we would have to look around in the forest. Which, if we get rest tonight and propose this tomorrow morning, and then we figure out more information, I think that would actually help.
Yeah. Maybe we can actually do this.
Maybe. And maybe somehow this could be linked to the dark magic that's been happening.
Yeah. Maybe, I mean, I don't know, but wouldn't it be something if this familiar was working with the dark mage or something?
I
That
mean,
would be
that's
very
definitely a
convenient,
possibility.
but
I mean,
that's
it
the
just seems
spirit.
like it fits.
And Rune, he actually does kind of have like a small smile on his face. Hey, I know I already said I was sorry, but really, I just I have not had good experiences with familiars, but well,
No,
you
I get it.
you and Sherry, yeah, you have your moments, but you're definitely the best familiars I've met, and to be honest, you're a lot better than a lot of other people I've met.
And I think I think a thing with familiars is we're all very used to being entitled and the plane and told we're above most mortals because we have this exclusive plane and we work directly with the gods and I think that plays a lot into our personalities and being cocky and I'm sorry if I ever come across terrible and that's the same to Templion, although I'm not apologizing to Garth or Ares because Ares is mean and Garth is ridiculous.
Yeah, that that is fair.
Yay, she's less mean now.
We're going to murder her.
He Arun just chuckles at what Templion said, but he doesn't repeat it to Ira.
Ira wants to pet um, Wolf and get up
We just
and
Wolf
start heading.
lifts her hand as she is getting up.
Now she's a friend again.
Okay, I'm gonna head to bed and think more about this, and then I guess tomorrow we can reconvene and hopefully get the pearl and meet up with Templion.
Sounds good. And with that, she leaves to go to her own room, and Rune lays in the bed, just kind of staring up to the ceiling. Hey, yeah?
I just want you to know I know what it feels like in this kind of place where there's a bunch of different kinds of creatures and people to still be weird. Maybe not in the same way, but I feel like I get it.
Yeah.
I think
Thanks.
I don't think you not having magic really makes you any lesser than any other elves.
You know, you're the only golem made of dark magic I've ever known, and, well, you're a lot more useful than every other golem I've ever seen.
Thank you.
And he's still just kind of staring up at the ceiling. You know, I think I'll stick around with you guys.
That's good. You should probably go to sleep. I hear you need that.
Yeah. You think maybe you could just play something? I don't care what, just play something. Might have.
Sure. I'm gonna roll. Oh,
Wow. Thank you, Avery.
What was it?
an
An
18.
18. He pulls out his lute. He begins to strum a soothing melody. It's not much to it. Fairly simple, quiet song, but it was perfect. Perfect just for the time. And outside, it is turning to night now, and Templion is still playing as Rune and everyone else has gone to sleep, and there are a couple animals that are just coming out from the woods. A couple rabbits, a deer, and an owl who fly and walk over to Templion as he plays. And that is where the session will end.